Okay, this one is going to be what I call the extra magazine review. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if you read Birds in Bloom and Country Magazine, they now sell these separate magazines. This one is called Birds in Bloom Extra. This is the beautiful bird on the front, and look, they have a beautiful bird on the back. Okay, it's in the mood for fall. On the back it says, "Delicious autumn, my very soul is wedded to it, and if I were a bird, I would fly about the earth seeking the successive autumns," by George Eliot, and that's a blue jay. Beautiful picture, isn't it? And on the front they have a tufted tifthouse. Look at that bird. Isn't he beautiful? Okay, now they do have awesome pictures of nature and various birds throughout this book, but I only found one thing to share with you in this book, and that was the pining to know more. Did you know? From the tallest, smallest, learn why these conifers are so neat, by Rachel Medell. They show a picture of a pinyon jay, and the pinyon jay is named after one of its favorite square sources, the pinyon pine needles. 2 to 5, all pine needles are conifers, but not all conifers are pine trees. To tell if you're looking at a pine tree, see if the needles on the branch are branched together. Most pine have needles in small groups to 2 to 5. A long leaf, which is pine dark green needles, grow in the groups of 3, each needle reaching 9 inches or larger. 150 pine cones vary in sizes. Low mounting dwarf forms top out at 1 foot, while mature white pines can soar to 150 feet or more. 260, nicknamed the phalanx of Ponders Pine in Oregon, is one of the tallest in the world of 268 feet. 15, you can grow and harvest pine nuts from your own tree, although it could take up to 15 years to mature. 10, some pine cones have staying power and hold onto their branches for more than 10 years. Isn't that interesting? Now we're going to move on to Country Extra in this video. And this one, I love look at that front foliage. America's Best Drives. Don't you just want to drive on that road just to look at it? And look at the back of this. It says, "Be reflection of what you'd like to receive. If you want love, give love. If you want truth, be truthful. What you give out will always return." Kristen Butler. That's just beautiful. Now, I did have 2 points of interest in this magazine, so let's turn to them right away. Of course, you all love when I do this. It's the Country Almanac. Now, this is for November 2020. We're thankful for crisp days, hot cider, family bonding, and America's fall beauty. On November 26th, it's Thanksgiving Day. Overcook the turkey? Well, here's a quick fix. Heat 3 cups of chicken, turkey, or vegetable broth. Carve the turkey and soak each piece in warm broth for several seconds. Shake off that excess broth and serve the turkey with gravy. Late season leaf peeping. To capture November's best autumn color palette, head to Apalachicola Falls State Park in Georgia, to Tennessee's Natchez Trace Parkway, or to the Homachito National Forest in the Mississippi. November 15th through the 21st is Geography Awareness Week. Let's celebrate with a quiz. Do you know your state capitals? Which 2 U.S. state capitals have only rhyming names? Think on that while we get over here. National Parks and Bucket Journal. That's the perfect keepsake or a holiday gift for the family. To plan your 2021 with a handy journal. All 62 parks are arranged by region, then by state, with pages for planning on how to view wildlife, area, attraction, history, more. Record who you went with and who your favorite visits and nature activities so you can relive the adventures again and again. mybucketjournals.com. Now, on November 30th, Mark Twain, dubbed America's best humorist, was born on this day in 1835. As Samuel Longhorn Clemens in the tiny hamlet of Florida, Missouri. A former steamboat pilot and the author of such classics as The Adventure of Tom Sawyer and The Adventure of the Huckleberry Finn. He chose the pen name Mark Twain, which in a steamboat slang means 12 feet of water. And you can warm up with hot cider punch. Now here's how to make it. Place 1 cup of sugar, which is 1 teaspoon ground cinnamon and ground allspice, and 1 cup apple cider or juice in a saucepan. You're going to cook it over medium heat until the sugar is dissolved. Remove from the heat, stir in 1 can 12 ounces of frozen orange juice concentrate until melted. Now transfer that into a large pitcher. Stir in the 56-ounce additional apple cider or juice. Refrigerate until cold. To serve pot cider mixture into a punch bowl, stir with 1 chilled liter of ginger ale. If desired, garnish with orange slices. Now, did you remember the 2 U.S. capitals that have only rhyming names? If you said Austin and Boston, you are correct. To share seasonal tips, go to country-magazine.com/submit. This was page 18 in Country Extra. I'll take a picture with my cell phone about the warm-up cider punch. It'll be on my Instagram, so in case y'all want to warm up some cider punch, you'll be able to do that. And I think that you'll enjoy that for the season. Look at the last call for fall color. Drink in a final look at autumn's vibrant hues. This is a family hike, this first picture, walking down a tranquil trail. My family, Eastern Tennessee. I waited behind a group to take this photo. The bright fall colors in the trees, the family walking together, my dad's arm around his brother on the special day, a memory I will always cherish. Seth Slayer from Conroe, Texas. Passing time. A stately clock was built in 1918, stands out in a village park among the rusty autumn leaves. Donald Ertz from Richfield Springs, New York. Beautiful photos. That's page 30 or 70. Page 71 is the morning light. The sun felt so warm in the Zion National Park as its rays shone through the brilliant yellow leaves. We walked the bridge to get across to see the river below. Maribeth Rock from Secor, Illinois. Beautiful photo. And I think that's all the beautiful photos I'm going to share in this episode. Oh, no, we got some horses. Y'all know I love my horses. Wild Wild West. While turning the rock foundations in Monument Valley, Utah, these horses gallop by, churning up the red dust Elaine shoots from Mount Joy, Pennsylvania. The hillside history. It was a beautiful fall day in the Colorado Rockies when I happened to cross the old abandoned Gilmet zinc mine and a company town in Momentum, Colorado. Arnold Balmanac from St. Helens, Oregon. Wonderful photos. Wonderful. It says it's continued on page 74. Oh, yeah, look at this. This is really relaxing. It's a hidden gem. After many years of visiting this area on Old Fort, North Carolina, where my dear grandparents lived, I saw this beautiful waterfall with my own eyes. It also has the first trail I ever hiked, and the last time on the autumn colors gleamed before the rain came. Samantha Michael from Spartanburg, South Carolina. Look at that beautiful waterfall. Now, I don't like water that much, but that's a beautiful waterfall. And we're going to end now with, we already did that. So, that's the 2 extra magazines. And that ends that video. Ta-da! So, I'm going to probably do at least 1, maybe 2 more magazines. Because we've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 to get to. Because I'm going to be giving these books to Miss Deb for Saturday. So, I am excited about that. I get to see her and drop off some books again. So, I got to see that work, Mom, you know. It's like, you got to do that. So, hopefully that'll go well. So, I know it will. But anyway, I like to get a whole bunch of these books gathered up and then give to her to read so she can enjoy them too. I always say everything has a second life. Always recycle. So, remember that. Okay, well, stay tuned. We're going to try and get at least 1, maybe 2 more videos out of me. So, don't go nowhere.